I like it. Oh, I know, it's a flower, yes. So if a tornado, it's not just a warning, no, warning I think is the word.
Warning is the one
If they actually get to that point, and let's say I'm not in the room, those are the doors they go through.
Okay.
They just be quick and clear, they just go through there.
That goes into the internal hallways?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're from Tornado.
Yeah, I know.
Not really. I mean, you know, we lived in Joplin for a long time.
Yes.
Before, and they got really raked over the coals about 15 years ago.
Why are they looking at me?
It was bad one. Those guys down there are like super paranoid. I mean, it was, and the thing was is that they didn't have enough. But people are been so lax about, because there's been so many warnings over the years and nothing happens. And you really do get kind of immune to being warned. And then, but those guys, they don't take it very seriously. To them, a warning is like, I'm finding a spot to be. Because it was crazy.
1 minute, coaches.
1 minute?
1 minute.
1 minute.
1 minute. No Wi-Fi. Okay. I saved a lot of battery if I don't have Wi-Fi on, especially since I can't connect to anything. So I don't know what to do with that Wi-Fi thing. Do you have one? Yeah. R4. Okay. I'm in. Sweet. Three. Who said three? I said four.
Are you going to be the person who's watching to see if their perception is Oh, for sure. I think it has to be that because he has to be watching the team. So I think, but yeah, it's a bummer because you can't have it. Yeah.
I'll try to listen.
You're talking about the standing up thing? Impossible to can we like can we get down to see if they're still?
That's time, coaches. Wrap it up.
Figure out who you're gonna call, and then like look at them and see what they're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how it works or not.
It should be.
Feel better now?
I mean, maybe.
I think you need to leave that here.
Oh, sure.
It's okay. I don't know.
Sorry, I was
No worries. All right. Let's get lights out and then we will do a light check. Welcome to the first quiz of Friday. Resurrection 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Legacy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Regarding the standing up rule, it is in the rules that you're supposed to be continuously rising to a standing position. Here's the problem with that. There are a lot of people who aren't doing it, kind of on purpose. I'm all about fairness. And I think it is not fair when some people are not rising on purpose and waiting until they're called on. Here's why. If you aren't rising, you aren't having to use your leg muscles. And the people who are rising every single time, they're having to use their leg muscles and they're getting worn out. That's not fair. The other thing that's not fair about it is that it's harder to tell who's jumping on your material when they don't rise. I'm all about fairness. I totally agree with the rule. Here's what is going to happen. Mary's going to be watching and I will believe what she says. What does it mean? I need to see, she needs to see without having to wonder, are they rising? In the first second, she should not have to wonder. Okay, if she has to wonder, you're going to get a warning. Next time, you're going to get an error. I don't want to give errors. If you're not sure that we can see you rising, make sure. okay? Because we want to have this mopped up by tomorrow so that we're all ruling the same, okay? All right.
Okay, so when we say warning, there's not like a foul, right? We're going just warning.
There'll
and
be a
then
warning and
error.
straight to an error.
Okay, got
It will
it.
not. It is a light error if you fail to rise to a standing position.
Okay,
And
thank
so
you.
if we're not seeing continuous movement, I will go straight to an error after one warning. Am I going to be giving like 6 warnings to 6 different quizzers? No, I don't think so, okay? We'll probably give maybe one, maybe a different person, and then after that, guys, take it seriously, okay? All right.
Thanks.
Mary, would you please read the first names and tell us who the captains are?
Sure. To my left, we have Resurrection. In seat 1, we have Jonah. In seat 2, we have Noah, who is also captain. In seat 3, we have Jayla. 4 is Natalie, and 5 is Noah. In the center, we have Anda.
Yeah.
Anda? Okay. In seat 1, we have Havala. Did I get that right? Okay. Lacey in seat 2. Emily in 3. Lenita in seat 4. And seat 5 is Micah, and he's the captain. To my right, we have Legacy. In seat 1, we have Sam. In seat 2, we have Miles. 3 is Lucas. 4 is Nehemiah. And 5 is Nathan, and Nathan is captain.
Sounds good. All right, I'm just going to read a few questions so that you get a feel for my timing. These are practice jumps. Your goal is to tell me what the first word is. Do not finish the question. Just try to get enough of it that you can tell me what the first word is. Question according to 2 Corinthians. Yeah, that will not give you the first word. But it was a very perceptible jump.
Of the question, not the.
Sometimes they talk really fast.
That's a reference of
No, like a word from within the question. Yes, second is a word. That's not the word we're looking for. All right. Question according to 1 Corinthians 13:10, Legacy 5. Nope. Question according 5. Question according to 1 Corinthians 9:10. Why? Legacy 4. Thank you. Well done.
Nailed it.
Question according to 1 John 3:20. Resurrection 4.
3:20 what?
Yeah, as a what? Was that just a good guess?
Totally.
Going with the odds. Question according to 1 Corinthians 15. No.
36 what?
No.
15:3.
15:6. Question according to 2 Corinthians 1:20. Nope, sit back down. Yeah, but we're not getting to the word. Question according to 1 Corinthians 15:50. No. Question according to 2 Corinthians 4:11. Why? Legacy 2. Very good. Next person who gives me a word will be the one who's praying for the quiz. Question according to 2 Corinthians 12:50. No. Question according to 2 Corinthians 13. Act and 05. Question according to 2 Corinthians 7:1. Legacy 2. Yes, would you please pray?
Lord, I pray that we would have a good quiz and that we would remember our material and jump well, and I pray.
Amen. Thank you. All right, so any of those questions could come up again because I am now booting up a new quiz.
Oh.
There may be
Whoever's
repeated
counting cards.
questions. And phones, make sure they're silent, everybody. Wait while Mary checks that because we need her eyes.
Yes, I'm off.
All right, that's good.
All my notifications are off and it's on Do Not Disturb, and it's
2, 4. All right, here we go. Timing question according to 1 Corinthians 12:5 of Resurrection 2. Finish the question.
1 Corinthians 12:5. Of what are their varieties? Service?
20 points.
Good job.
Hey.
Question according to 2 Corinthians 8:7. Resurrection 4. Finish the question.
2 Corinthians 8:17.
Time out. Sorry, it is 7. Question according to 2 Corinthians 4:10. What? Legacy 5. Finish the question.
Whether he manifested in our bodies the life of Jesus.
20 points.
Good job.
Question according to 1 John 3:7. Legacy 1. Finish the question.
3:7.
That's the one.
Good job.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 14:30. Legacy 4. Finish the question.
1433.
Time out. Sorry, 37. Good try.
Ah.
Is that bad?
Okay.
Good.
Time in question according to 2 Corinthians 7:13. Legacy 2. Finish the question.
7:13. 7:13. By whom the Spirit was first by law.
Different question. Question according to 1 Corinthians 7:35. Resurrection 2. Finish the question.
1 Corinthians 7:35. What do I say this? Your
It was a
benefit?
quote. Good try.
Oh, you're right. Good job.
Question according to Jude 1:8. Legacy 1. Finish the question.
1 in one of these people, magnet one of these people, that's rejected the blasphemy voices.
20 points.
Good job.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 10:20. Legacy 4. Finish the question.
6, 10:26. What is the Lord to the earth?
That's it.
Good job.
Question according to 2 Corinthians 13:9. Resurrection 4. Finish the question.
2 Corinthians 13, 9, 13, 9. 13, 9.
Time's up.
Sorry. Good try.
13 there.
Substitution, timeout, substitution. Coming into seat 4, I'd like to bring in Mason, please.
Mason coming into 4 for resurrection.
And then when he's in, can I take my first half coach's timeout, please?
Have at it. Seeing good movement. Mhm. My insert notes, but not all Christmas. Those are giving us stern able.
5.
That was pretty good. That was a solid one. Yeah.
All right, that's time, coaches. Come on back.
We don't have this one.
No, that's 3.
Okay, lights out. 4. There we go. Time in question according to 2 Corinthians 5:2 in and a 3. Finish the question.
5 to win, 7 go. And what you go to 10.
20 points.
Good job.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 15:20. Legacy 4. Finish the question.
8.
Time out. Sorry, 27.
Stop for legacy.
Dude.
13 there.
Time out.
Josie's going on 4.
Josie's in 4 for legacy. There we go. Time in question according to 2 Corinthians 1:5 and a 3. Finish the question.
1, 5. So do you guys share what link up to? 1, 5, 5, share what link I sent, so you guys share what link up to. We share 1, 5, 5, share what link I sent, so you guys share what link up to. What if we share what link? 5, 5, share what link I sent, so you guys share what link up to. What if we share what link up to? 1, 5, 5, share what link I sent, so you guys share what link up to.
Time's up.
I honestly can't tell what question you're getting. Yes?
I couldn't really tell. I'm pretty sure it was the in-what question. What do we share about the Christ efforts? But it was kind of hard to hear.
She thought it was the what? She thought it was the what?
In what? He's in what?
So she said that.
Oh.
All right, 20 points. I definitely encourage you to slow down and make a distinction with your voice, with your pauses, what your question is versus your answer is, okay?
Good job.
Job.
Time in question according to 1 John 2:24. Legacy 1. Finish the question.
2, 4. What about you?
Different question. Question according to 1 Corinthians 5:1. Who? Resurrection 2, finish the question.
1 Corinthians 5:1, who who has his father's wife, a man.
20 points.
Good job.
Question according to 2 Corinthians 12:1, Legacy 5, finish the question.
Oh, what is there to be gained by nothing?
20 points.
Good job.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 13:3, Legacy 3, finish the question.
13:3. If I give away all I have and if I deliver my body to be burned but have not love, if what I gain nothing.
20 points.
Good job.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 11:21, Legacy 3, finish the question.
11:20. 11:20. What is it that you do not eat when you come together in the Lord's Supper?
20 points.
Good job.
Question according to 2 Corinthians 11:20, Legacy 2, finish the question.
11:20.
Time out. It was 11:24. And it did seem like kind of a pause when you were jumping there, so I'm going to encourage you to be. That's a warning, okay? Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 16:19, Legacy 4, finish the question.
16:19.
Different question.
16 mirror.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 15:20 and 4, finish the question.
15.
Sorry, it was 15:22. It was a split reference. Good try.
All right. All right, we're good.
Thanks. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 7:18. What? Legacy 4, finish the question. 20 points.
Good job.
Bonus.
Yep.
Question according to 1 John 4:10. Whom? Legacy 1, finish the question.
4:10.
Different question.
You're good.
Stop for Legacy.
Time out.
Lizzie's gonna go in 1.
Lizzie coming into 1 for Legacy.
Here you go, Lizzie.
20 seconds. First half.
Still a half. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 4:3 quote. Legacy 4.
Who with me? It is very small thing that I should be judged by you or by any human court. In fact, I do not even judge myself.
20 points.
Good job.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 6:13. Legacy 4, finish the question.
6:13. What is it? Start the food?
Different question.
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
Good try. All right. Because it's been kind of noisy between rooms, I'm going to ask that you snap instead of clap, please. All right. Please read those scores.
To our left, Resurrection has 3 team errors, 1 quizzer answering, and 40 points. And in the center, has 1 team error and 1 quizzer answering for 40 points. And to my right, we have Legacy with 8 team errors, 5 quizzers answering correctly, and 130 points.
All right, coaches, you have 60 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I paused. I got 2 events. I honestly could not tell what she was saying.
Well, I had no idea what she said.
Yeah.
Usually,
Yeah.
it was unintelligible. I was
Yes.
like, is this like Russian? I was
I
like, I
could
really
catch a
could.
few words. I recognized that was about it.
Yeah.
So, it's going on. It's like being switched. I know you've been very good about focusing on this. How's it going? Focusing on that.
I'm gonna bring essentially
Okay. Yes. Well, we only have 4 quizzes this morning, so we should be able to focus for 4 quizzes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's because some of the teams from Minnesota, Wisconsin have to move during lunch, so he gave them a little extra long lunch time to get that accomplished.
Check out
8
the-
seconds! Yeah.
Thank you.
Reds on 3. 1, 2, 3, Reds!
1. And
Time.
that's time, coaches. Come on back. Come on back, coaches.
And 1, 2, 3.
All right. Resurrection, do you have any changes for us?
We do. Seat 4, Natalie is going to come in.
Natalie's in 4,
Seat 5, Kyle is going to come in.
and Kyle's in 5. How about Anda?
Mary is now in C1.
Mary's in 1. How about Legacy?
Nehemiah's going to come back.
Nehemiah in 4 for Legacy.
Nehemiah.
There we go. All right. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 3:10. Resurrection 2. Finish the question.
1 Corinthians 3:10. What did?
Different question. Question according to 2 Corinthians 9:10:4. Legacy 5. Finish the question.
9, 10, 4. For what he supplies teachers and bread for food. Oh, for what will he supplies teachers and bread for food. Supply most value and in darkness and directions. He supplies teachers and bread for food.
Time's up.
Come on. 20 points.
Good job.
I'm trying to make sure that we're in the second half of all this.
Oh. Thank you. Well done. This is the
It was
best
fun.
team. I'm just going to say this is the best team here.
I was going to say that too.
Yes. All right.
Wait, I'm blushing.
Timing. Time up. Timing. Question according to 1 Corinthians 2:6 among Legacy 3. Finish the question.
2:6 among whom we do impart wisdom among the mature.
20 points. Question according to 1 John 5:4 what? Legacy 3. Finish the question.
5 for what? 5 for what? 5. What does anyone who has been born of God?
Different question. Question according time up. Time and question according to 2 Corinthians 2:3 as Legacy 5. Finish the question.
As what I read, I did.
20 points.
Good job.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 15:20. Resurrection 2. Finish the question. Sorry about that.
Time out, air out. I need a captain.
Yep. New captain's going to be Natalie in seat 4. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to move Kyle over to seat 2, please. And I'm going to bring Noah Baker / Bauer into seat 5.
All right.
So we have Jonah, Kyle, Jayla, Natalie, and then Noah with Natalie as captain.
That's right.
Okay.
Yep, thank
So
you.
he's supposed to be Baker, but he's listed as Bauer?
No, it's actually supposed to be Bauer, but
It's Bauer.
Bauer.
It's Bauer today?
Yes.
Oh, we fixed
Yeah.
it. Oh,
Okay.
You're back to
Yay.
Bauer, dude. Good job.
All right.
Nice.
Time in question according to 2 Corinthians 6:11 and 3. Finish the question. Sorry, that'll be an error. Time up. Pardon?
She's gonna want to keep being fluid.
Oh,
She gets,
so-
like, partially, and she stops. So.
Yes.
She doesn't know that material, so she just sat back there.
No, I understand.
I'm just wanting to just remind her in general. She gets to a certain place and she stops
Oh,
until
yeah.
she's called on, and it still needs to be fluid. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just a gentle reminder.
Well, I appreciate that challenge. I understand that you were thinking she was only commenting on this jump, but I could tell Mary was commenting on what she'd been observing. Okay? All right.
Good captain.
Yes. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 1:16 quote. Legacy 3.
1:16 quote. I did baptize also the house of Stephanus. Beyond that, I do not know whether I baptized anyone else.
20 points.
Good job.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 9:18 what? Legacy 3. Finish the question.
9:18. What? 9:18. What may I present free of charge? The gospel.
20 points.
Good job.
Question according to
Time
first.
out, quiz out.
Oh. No, that's all right. It's all good. Josie's in 3. Yes, sir.
I just heard first.
Yes, you did. Thank you. So we're going to skip the one that I had come upon. Okay. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 10:3. Who? Legacy 4. Finish the question.
10-3 blue. Who ate the same spiritual food all?
20 points.
Hey.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 7:20. Legacy 4. Finish the question.
6.
Time out. Sorry. 27.
Time out, Arrow.
Rosie's gonna move to 4 and Sam's gonna come in 1.
Rosie's in 4. And Sam's in 1.
Can I take my second half coach's timeout, please?
Yes. Ready?
Okay, so they're running away, even with all their.
It's just he's really good. It's also really too
We're at 20.
5.
All right. That's time, coaches. Yes.
Can I also have time remaining?
3:38.
In the quiz.
A lot of time.
All right. Lights out, please. Here we go. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 11:30. Resurrection 3. Finish the question.
11:30 quote.
Not a quote. Who? Good try.
Good job, Jayla.
6
Good job.
finger.
Question according to 1 John 4:3. Quote. Resurrection 1.
4-3 quote. Whoever.
And every.
Ooh.
Good try.
Hey, good jump, dude.
Question according to Jude 1:17. Legacy 1. Finish the question.
What must you remember the predictions of the apostles of our Lord Jesus Christ?
20 points.
Good job.
Question according to 2 Corinthians 1:11 and 3. Finish the question.
One of Nelson Salzburg. By what might Salzburg pepper?
That's it. Nicely done. Question according to 1 Corinthians 8:2. If what? Legacy 3. Finish the question. Good try.
Time out, Arrow.
Time out.
No more toes.
All right. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 8:2. If time out. That was the same one. Just put that back on, please.
Gotcha.
Time in question according to 3 John 1 for what? Legacy 1. Finish the question.
3 John 1 for what do I have for great joy? Than to hear that my children are walking in truth.
20 points.
Good job.
Question according to 1 John 3:1. What should Resurrection 1. Finish the question.
What should we call children of God?
20 points.
Good job, that boy.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 2:11. What does Legacy 4? Finish the question.
2:11. What does spirit? No one comprehends the thoughts of God except the Spirit of God. Why no one comprehends the thoughts of God except the Spirit of God? No one comprehends the thoughts of God except the Spirit of God.
20
Time's
points.
up.
Yeah.
Bonus.
Good job.
Question according to 2 Corinthians 11:6 and 3. Finish the question.
11:6. 11:6. No, it's going to speak. Not too much.
Time out. You've had a warning already about rising continuously. I saw a pause. I'm going to give you a light error. I'm very sorry.
Can I challenge that?
Absolutely.
Okay. Can you really see that she did not, I mean, she could be moving so slowly up. I think that is I kind of feel it's the dumbest rule ever. What if I say she's going to be, we say there's foot jumpers and things like that. What if I say she's going to be illegal jumping? She's going to be jumping and pausing a second, then coming up. Is that okay then?
Respectfully, I'm going to go by what the rules say, and I don't think that it is fair to say, well, they might be incrementally moving, okay? I think that it's supposed to be a continuous jump, and if we have to say, well, maybe she was and maybe she wasn't, maybe he was, Here's the thing, this needs to be argued about at the May meeting. This has been decided, this is what we're doing here today, and I was told I'd be backed up in it. I'm sorry. I understand
Her
that.
butt came completely off the
And
chair.
she paused. That's how it looked to
You-
me. I'm sorry. Look, and again, this should be argued about at the main meeting, not here. Okay? All right. Time in question.
13 minutes.
Time in question according to 2 Corinthians 8:21 and 3. Finish the question.
8:21. 8:21.
Two points. Well done.
Nice job.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 9:17. What do I? Legacy 4. Finish the question.
Thumbs up.
Good try. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 15:19. What are? Resurrection 3. Finish the question.
15:19. What are? Those who have fallen asleep in Christ, not raised.
Sorry, here's a different verse. Good try.
18, 19.
Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 12:20. Quote. And 2.
1 Corinthians 12:20. Quote. 12:20. Each one to remain in the
Time
condition in which he was
out.
called.
Time out. As it is.
Oh, 20.
That's right. Yes.
I'd like to make Lenita my captain.
Yes.
How much time is it?
6 seconds.
Ooh. Okay.
Wow.
Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 10:25. Without what eat whatever is sold in the meat. Legacy 1. Finish the question.
Meat market. Without raising any thought on the ground of conscience.
Any question? Good try.
Yeah,
And
good
that
try.
is the
Yeah.
quiz.
Hey, way to go for it.
Yes. All right. Let's hear what the scores are.
Okay, we have, in third place, we have Resurrection with negative 10 points.
Good job, guys.
In second place, we have Anda with 70. And in first place, sorry, we have Legacy with 230 points. Coaches, please confirm the scores.
If I'm thinking about it, I can kind of watch people while I'm out of the corner of my eye.
It's tough because
Just
you
have
have
to
to
kinda
pay
think about
attention
it.
to that in case there's a split reference, which is so tough.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah. Well, there was one that was just kind
How
of
are
like
you?
a spell
Very
question.
good. You're doing coaching?
It's fun.
We're getting our walk on today.
Thanks, guys.
They talk a lot, so it's nice. And they like each other. So it's
That's
good.
good. Wonderful. Well, have a great day.
Oh.
Just follow that.
Schedule on you.
Yes, here.
Oh, the Friday, Saturday,
Yeah.
Friday.
Greatest Showman, Cavaliers, and Kingdom.
At the end, kind of like.
I think it's Showman. They don't want to be greatest. Okay. Here's the thing. I think that in order to judge the rule, we can't be like, well, she might be incrementally moving. That's the problem. If we're gonna have the rule, you need to make it obvious. Just make it obvious. Don't let it
Sam? Yeah, it was a very constant motion. I noticed that. I'm like, but that's very obvious that he's, but it's not necessarily upward.
But yeah.
It's a roll, kind of.
It
And I've
is.
seen
It is
other
roll.
kids do it.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of summer kids that do that.
It's not
I
very
have
smooth.
had people argue who almost sat back down while I was in constant motion, and I think that is not the spirit of the rule. It is not. The spirit of the rule is that you're rising.
I thought the word said constant upward motion. Does it not say constant upward motion?
It isn't quite the way it says it.
Okay,
And so
okay.
people, okay, it's,
Yeah.
it says in a continuous motion to a
Continuous
full
motion.
stand, I believe, is something like that. And so,
Try the code, David. I put Rocky Dorn in real quick just to.
What's the last two?
The number 4 and D is no.
4D. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, they're always G.
Yeah.
Oh, gee.
40. It took me a long time to figure that out, actually.
You're always in seat 5, Rocky? You're always in seat 5? Okay.
He's the rock that holds it together. All right. Here's our constructive criticism about the way I responded. That was good.
Respectfully, I'm going to follow rules. I mean, you know, you don't want to lose 20 points. Because I think she had that one. Well, she would have.
That's a really good chance.
Yeah. It wasn't in the bank yet. I could barely understand her later on. There was one.
She was much better. That first one was almost unintelligible.
It was unintelligible. You should have quoted that verse to her.
Yes.
Sorry, these are the actual rules.
But the quizzer does not rise to full stature in one continuous motion. You see how they could be like, well, yeah, but I was continuously moving. And it's not really the spirit of it. Yeah.
I don't know. That much continuous motion though might be just. So part of golf is the fact that you have to walk the course. It's like part of the effort of golf.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's super easy. You just screw around a little part like.
Yes. Exactly.
And then the.
Yes. Yes.
And you know.
Which is why in the Masters
They have to walk. Yeah. And they don't make them carry their clubs.
Yeah.
Which that used to be kind of a thing, but they have caddies for it.
30 seconds.
Anyway, that's part of the sport of baptism.
Yes, it is. There is a physical element.
And you know, little kids that you put them on really high ranking teams, they peter out by the end of the tournament. It's a marathon thing. I mean, especially on Saturday. And if you make it to the finals, if you make it to the finals, and you're
This is mine. We have a foot jumper in 5. Thank you.
Wrap it up, coaches!
you're like 12 years old, you probably don't have the juice.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. So anyway, wise coach.
Alrighty. Let's get those lights up. We'll do a light check. 2 and 3 over here. 2. There we go.
And this is
There we go. And 4 and 5. All right. And we have a foot jumper here.
in 1 and 5.
1 and 5. Any other non-standard jumpers to take note of? No. All right. Let's do that light check. Showman 1. Showman. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Cavalier. Oh, yes. We're going to snap instead of clap because we have not good walls here.
Bad walls.
Cavaliers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kingdom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I'm going to read a few questions, and they're from the previous quiz. Your goal is to tell me what the first word of the question is. So if I say first, that is a word, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Okay? All right. Question according to 1 Corinthians 10:20. Didn't get to a word. Question, no, it didn't advance. There we go. Question according to Jude 1:23, Cavaliers 3. No, what? With. Question according to 2 John 1:12, what? Cavaliers 5. Very good. Question according to 2 Corinthians 1:6, quote, Cavaliers 5. He's got it. Question according to 1 Corinthians 14, Cavaliers 5. Didn't get that one. Question according to 2 Corinthians 11:20, Kingdom 5. No, you didn't get the whole thing. You get it back down. 21. Question according to 1 Corinthians 3:3 of what? Cavaliers 5. Yes, all right. First person to give me a full word gets to pray for the quiz. Question according to 1 Corinthians 1:15, Kingdom 3.
1 Corinthians 1:15. 1:15.
Sit back down. It was a quote. All right. Question according to 2 Corinthians 9:8, have Cavaliers 5. Yeah, that's good. That's a having. We'll call it that. Go ahead. Would you please pray?
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day, and please allow us to be straightforward and our own, and please allow there to be no difficult difficulties in your name.
Amen. I'm going to let you know I actually did give an error, a light error, for someone who was not obviously jumping up in a continuous motion. Okay? Mary's going to be watching. She's looking for that. Make sure that your jump is not, that we don't have to wonder, are they moving up or not? If I have to wonder, yeah, you might say I'm moving imperceptibly. That's not going to cut it. Okay? Make sure that we can tell you're moving up. Mary, would you please read us the names and who the captains are?
Sure. For Greatest Showman, we have Grace in seat 1, Claire in seat 2, Ari in seat 3, Hannah in 4, who is also the captain, and Finley in 5. For the Cavaliers, we have Nathaniel in 1, he is the captain. In 2, we have Ariak. In 3, we have Gentry. In 4, we have James. And in 5, we have Preston. In Kingdom, in seat 1, we have William. Seat 2 is Daphne. Seat 3 is Simon. Seat 4 is Levi. And seat 5 is Rocky. And Rocky is the captain.
Very good. So I had some kind of funny faces over here. Do we have the wrong people in the seats? Okay, all right. That's why we do it. I don't like giving out technical fouls for wrong lineups. All right, I am rebooting this. That means some of the questions I read could pop up again. This begins your real quiz. Lights out. 4 and 3. Time in. Question according to 2 Corinthians 9:7. Who? Kingdom 2. Finish the question. Good try. Time out. As you can tell, it can be kind of loud in here. This is why we're snapping, because we have fake walls on both sides, but it also comes from back there. I'm speaking loudly. I need you to speak loudly. It needs to be heard at the table. Otherwise, we can't award points. Okay? 3, 4. There we go. Time in. Question according to 1 Corinthians 4:9. To whom? Kingdom 3. Finish the question.
1 Corinthians 4:9. To whom? To whom it becomes both the world to angels and to men.
20 points. Question according to 1 Corinthians 13:11. Kingdom 5. Finish the question.
1 Corinthians 13:11. When I spoke each other, like the reason I chose.
Different question. Question according to 1 John 3:13. Cavaliers 3. Finish the question.
13. Who do not be surprised by this.
20 points.
Nice.
Good read. Question according to 1 Corinthians 14:5. What? Kingdom 3. Finish the question. Light error.
13 error.
Cavaliers 1. Question according to 2 Corinthians 8:14. What? Cavaliers 5. Finish the question.
What are your friends and potential supply their need?
Different question.
Shake it off.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 3:8. What are? Kingdom 1. Finish the question.
3:8.
What are you mixing you waters? Anything? It's another E.
1. Good try.
Shake it off.
Question according to 2 Corinthians 3:1. Quote. Cavaliers 5.
Always beginning to commend yourselves to God, for doing innocent who writes a recommendation to you or from you.
20 points. Question according to 3 John 1:4. Cavaliers 3. Finish the question.
What do I have to cover destroy? That my children are walking in truth.
20 points.
Nice.
Time out. Can't be turning your light on every single time, okay? So find your light. There we go. All right.
Stop, can I have a stop?
Yes.
I'll put Cameron in seat 4 for you.
in 4 for Kingdom. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 15:50. Kingdom 5, finish the question.
1550 for,
Time out. It was actually 15:50. Good try. The next word was whom. That's what you were seeing.
Another sub for Kingdom.
Yep.
I'm gonna put Charlotte in seat 5, and William will be the captain.
Charlotte's in 5, William's captain.
Real quick question, just out of curiosity. So
Yeah.
does that put time back on the clock because you finished the reference, or because he didn't finish the reference, or?
I finished the
You're
reference,
finished
so then we don't put
okay.
it back on. Good
Okay.
question.
Actually.
No, yeah,
Just always wondered.
if I finish it, even if they think it was a split, I
Okay.
finished it, so you don't
Okay.
put time back
Okay.
on.
Sorry
You
about
probably
that.
saw time go back on, and that's why you graciously asked that question. Thank you, did not notice that. All right. There we go. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 7:5. Why? Kingdom 4, finish the question.
7-5. Why? Why come together again? So that Satan may not tempt you because of your lack of self-control.
20 points. Question according to 1 John 2:14. Cavaliers 3, finish the question.
He was trying. What? Why you're strong?
20 points. Question according to 1 Corinthians 12:11 by Kingdom 3. Finish the question.
1 Corinthians 12:11 by whom all these are impartial on the Spirit, forcing each one into the G as well.
20 points. Question according to 1 Corinthians 1:22. Cavaliers 1. Finish the question.
122. Times Greasy wisdom. Good man size juice. Juice man size.
Time out.
Greasy wisdom.
Did you hear him say the first time but instead of and before he gave a question? Captains, did you hear him say the first time he quoted through the verse before he gave a question, produced a man's signs, but Greeks seek wisdom, rather than and?
I believe I said and.
Okay, 20
First,
points.
but
Yeah, make it clear. Time in question according to 1 John 5:6 by Cavaliers 3. Finish the question.
What this is to give who gave what in the blood.
20 points.
Nice.
Time out, sub for Showman.
Time out.
We're gonna have Libby come into seat 4.
Libby in 4, and your captain?
Libby.
Libby in 4 is captain. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 10:15. Kingdom 3. Finish the question.
1 Corinthians 10:15. What judge for yourself? What I
It was a quote. Good try.
16 now.
Time out.
I'm gonna put Levi in seat 3.
Levi in 3 for Kingdom. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 11:19. Cavaliers 1. Finish the question.
11:19. 11:19. Factions on
Quote.
Shake it off. Good try.
Question according to 2 Corinthians 12:15. Kingdom 1. Finish the question.
12:15. How?
Time out. Sorry, it was a 4. Yeah, good try.
Shake it off. Good try.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 9:12 of what? Cavaliers 2. Finish the question.
9:12 of what? 9:12 of what? Who may not use this right? We may not use this right.
Time out. It's not. Good try.
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
And
Any
that
quiz?
is a half.
Oh, and half, sorry.
It's all good. Let's hear what the scores are.
Okay, To my left, we have Greatest Showman with 0 errors and 0 quizzers answering, waiting to score. In the center, we have Cavaliers with 3 team errors, 3 quizzers answering at 120 points.
Snapping. Snap, snap.
And to my right, we have Kingdom with 7 team errors, 2 quizzers answering, and 10 points.
Very good. You have 60 seconds. I still remember when that was a challenge that was made. That was probably like 10 years ago. And I said, oh, it does say continuous motion. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I thought, no, I'm not, no, I'm sorry, that is not the spirit of how it's written. It may not be exactly
We should
what
probably
it
change
says.
how it right.
Yes,
That's written.
I think it should be changed. Continuous upward motion.
Yeah.
It should be spelled out. I'm getting there.
Yeah. Well, the leg jumping is so fast.
Yes.
That's kind of, you can get off the button really quick that way.
Yes.
But then you have to like keep going.
You gotta keep going.
And
That's hard on the body.
it's harder to do.
10 seconds. 5 seconds. And that's time, coaches. Come on back. That was a good call. Yes. Very good call. Thank you for having the guts to say that. Oh, we appreciate it. You are, yes. All right, Showman, do you have any changes for us?
Yes, Ava is in seat 1, and I moved Grace to 5.
Ava's in 1, Grace is in 5. How about Cavaliers? Still foot jumping, yes. Cavaliers, any changes?
Yes, I'm gonna bring Miles into seat 4 for James.
Miles coming into 4 for Cavaliers. Kingdom, any switches?
No, we're gonna leave it.
Alrighty. All right, very good. All right. Time in question according to 2 Corinthians 4:6. Why? Cavaliers 5. Finish the question.
Time's up.
Good try. Question according to 1 Corinthians 2:10 through Kingdom 4. Finish the question.
2:10 who? Who searches everything?
Time out. It was through. Sorry.
Check it out.
Is the seat really squeaky?
I don't know.
Somebody have a really squeaky seat? Because we do have a different chair. Go wiggle your seats over here. That seems pretty good. All right.
I have a question on that one.
Yes.
Is the one she gave an alternate to the question that you have there?
Oh, what was her question? No. What was her question?
Who searches?
It certainly is. Thank you very much. I was looking at the other who and thought she was in the who has revealed these things to us. We will have to throw that out. I'm very sorry about that, and we'll put the time back on. Okay.
Got it.
Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 15:20. Kingdom 4. Finish the question.
15:25.
Time out. Sorry, 24. Good guess.
Check it out.
Okay.
Yep.
Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 7:12. If Kingdom 4. Finish the question.
7:12. If what he should not divorce her if any brother has a wife who is an unbeliever and she consents to live with him.
20 points. Question according to 2 John 1:3 in Cavaliers 3. Finish the question.
2 John 1 in what grace, mercy, and peace will be with us from God the Father and from Jesus Christ the Father's Son in truth and love.
20 points. I know it's not as much fun when we can't make a lot of noise, but we have to consider the other sites. All right, sub Cavaliers.
Yes, I'm gonna move Miles to 3 and bring James into 4.
Miles in 3, James in 4.
And then I'd like to take a separate Kingdom when you're ready.
Yes.
I'll bring Rocky to seat 5.
Rocky's in
and
5.
I'll have him be my captain.
All right, and Rocky's captain in 5. Okay. Quiet, please. Time in question according to 2 Corinthians 11:30. Kingdom 2. Finish the question.
11:30. 52.
Time out. It was indeed 30, so don't add time back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Fool me once.
Right, there you go. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 12:15. If Kingdom 5. Finish the question.
1 Corinthians 12:15. 1 Corinthians 12:15. If 12, if what we the Christian said because I'm not going to go to the if what not making unless part of the body.
20 points. Question according to 1 John 1:3 with Showman 4. Finish the question.
When is our fellowship with the Father and with His Son Jesus
Time's up.
Christ?
Oh, almost all the way there. Good try.
Oh, you're right there.
Very good.
Good job.
Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 8:13. If Kingdom 3. Finish the question.
8:13 if. What will I do me if food makes my brother stumble?
20 points.
Yes.
Question according to 2 Corinthians 7:13. Cavaliers 5. Finish the question.
Time's up.
Good try.
Time out, Aaron.
That sequel game.
Alrighty.
I'd like to separate Kingdom then.
Yes.
No, I'm gonna put Simon into 3.
Simon coming to 3 for Kingdom. Yes.
Pass your time, please.
3 minutes and 1 second.
Thank you.
Time in question according to 1 John 3:24. Showman 4. Finish the question.
Time's up.
Good try.
Awesome job. Good job.
Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 6:11. What? Cavaliers 2. Finish the question.
What? 6:11. What? Vote where you watch.
20 points.
Yes.
Question according to 2 Corinthians 12:8. About what? Kingdom 3. Finish the question.
2 Corinthians 12:8 about what? Plead with the Lord about this. 3 times plead with the Lord about this. That is should leave.
That's it. 20 points. Question according to Jude 1:7. By what? Kingdom 5. Finish the question.
Jude 1:7. By what? By what? By what? Service. He's by undergoing the punishment of eternal fire, just as Sodom and Gomorrah. By what? Sodom and Gomorrah serve as an example by undergoing the punishment of eternal fire. And surrounding cities.
Yeah, that's it. Question according to 2 Corinthians 11:16. Quote. Kingdom 2.
So I repeat, let no one think me a fool.
Time out. No one think me foolish. Good try. Charlotte's in 2. All right. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 15:5. To whom? Kingdom 5. Finish the question.
1 Corinthians 15:5. Jimmy Beard.
20 points. Question according to 2 Corinthians 1:14 as Cavaliers 4. Finish the question.
1:14 as whom you boast of us is what will speak. Just you did it partially understand it as on the day of the Lord Jesus, you will supposed to be.
Time's up.
Time up. $20 points.
Bonus.
Time up. For Kingdom, yes. Oh, 2 seconds. And that's time, coaches. Come on back. It's okay. Yes, sir.
45 seconds.
No worries. All right. Time in question according to 2 Corinthians 6:16. Kingdom 5. Finish the question.
2 Corinthians 6:16. It's 6:16. We said God.
Different question.
Time out, Arrow.
It was a who. Good read on the who.
Need a captain and a sub. Levi?
Yeah, Levi's coming in, but will you want to be captain?
Okay, England is captain. Question according to 1 Corinthians 1:27. Cavaliers 1. Finish the question.
27. God chose what is what did God choose? What is weak in order to shame the strong?
20 points. I mean, the shame is, anyway, yeah, time out. Foolish in the world, yeah, but the shame the strong goes with the weak in the world, but it didn't matter because you had already given me what you needed to.
Okay.
And those are words that are in the verse. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 14:14. Kingdom 4. Finish the question.
14. What is unfruitful in my mind?
A different question.
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
That is the quiz. Let's hear what the scores are. And remember, we're going to snap.
Okay, in third place we have Greatest Showman with 0. In second place we have Kingdom with 30. And in first place we have Cavaliers with 210. Coaches, please confirm your score.
But we only got through 40 questions. That's the far and away the fewest we've gotten through.
Yeah, that's not.
That was good. Thank you.
You're in 12, say 12.
There were a lot of time.
In the middle, I'm sorry. 12.
There were a lot of time, full time.
12, say 12.
Yes.
I called
That's
probably
what it
4.
was.
I probably called 4 of
Yeah.
those at least.
I agree.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. They're just more kids who took the full time.
Thank you.
There were several that were like, I'm going to call this guy and then get to the last 2 seconds.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
There's definitely fast answers and
Yes.
a lot of them weren't here.
There's going to be a lot of that today. I looked at the schedule.
Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Why is there going to be a lot of?
Because I don't think we have. I don't think we have any quizzes with 2 teams in the top 15 in the room today.
Oh, really?
I'm not, but that's just kind of a general feel.
Yeah, okay.
As I looked at the schedule.
I don't know the teams very well, other than maybe the top 7 or 8. I don't know the names of them. So.
And I think maybe if you have the top 25 teams, you might. I think that's kind of what we had here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know for sure, but that's my general impression when I looked at it. Is I don't think we're going to have any like barn burners in here.
Okay, so the code is G17.
G17.
It makes it a little harder when people get mad at you, doesn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it is. It's a little harder. Yeah. But I've experienced multiple times when people have gotten mad at me and then come back later and say, "I'm sorry, I was really hot under the collar, and I agree with your ruling." And
Well,
I get
they
that.
haven't been called out on it, and this is the first time.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it will be.
Yeah.
I was
No,
going to Aaron. I wasn't sure about him, but he like does this.
Yes.
Knock, knock.
Yes.
Thank you for working.
You're welcome.
But I think he just like, oh, it's not mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when you jump, you jump.
He actually jumped. So he reacts to everything.
He
or a lot of
does.
things. Got
He's
it.
all like, you know.
Calm
His
down.
muscles must be so fatigued.
Paranoid overflow supernova.
Are those guys anywhere near being ready?
These are my kids. supernova quizzes with us during the season.
Oh, they
at our
do?
tournaments.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And and then overflows is one of our teams. I will confess, I struggle when there's a question with our kids because as a table official, I don't want to be biased, but I kind of feel like I would be naturally anyways. So, or I already know these kids, so I know if I've heard it. But so I struggle with that. So forgive my hesitation because I don't want to appear biased. But I also.
I like the way she did that.
Yeah.
She set it down to so I do have that on
Is
there.
that your shirt or you found? You had said it was missing and you found one already signed. Did you bring it?
The yellow shirt that was already signed is in
Oh, I
Boston
didn't
Bound.
have it.
Okay. So are we waiting for anyone? I was
I'm a big Tesla fan, and my stock is up
Oh, well,
a
good
lot
for
today.
you. All right.
So I was just seeing why.
I honestly thought it was you.
I'm probably too much of a fan, actually.
Do you have a Tesla?
I do. My car looks just almost exactly like this.
Oh, nice.
It's that blue color.
Sweet.
The thing will drive itself if you want it, if you pay money for it.
Have you done it?
Yeah, we had a free sample.
Nice.
I'm not quite bad enough to feel like I need a people to drive me. But I'm telling you, anybody over like 60, it probably drives better than you right now. And even if you're a decent driver, it probably drives. Because honestly, I kind of think it makes me safer for sure.
Yeah.
100%, because it's looking out every side of the car all the time at the same time.
Nice.
It's got more eyes, so it's got an unfair advantage.
Oh, okay.
I keep seeing like your story and your real. I'm like, I haven't seen you. We haven't seen you at all.
Oh, they're here, so I'm just waiting for the paranoid.
When I first quiz, we got second last. So
We're in the paranoid. And they've got 2 minutes to go.
I hope it stays good.
In there in overtime. Oh, they're not in the overtime. It looks like Valiant and Deliverance are probably in the overtime.
But I'm not sure.
Because if there's 2 minutes, it has to be that, in fact. Because that's a full overtime.
That's a full
Yeah, so
overtime.
Paranoid's on their way here.
I thought overtimes were 1 minute. Are they 2 minutes?
The first overtime's 2, and
okay.
everyone after that is 1.
I think we've done 1 minute just like we need to keep this going.
Really?
Locally, we may have done it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a play then. Yeah.
I may be misremembering it. I know last night in the adult quizzing, I think they did that.
Well,
They did
that,
1 minute
I mean,
overtimes.
adult quizzing, you can,
Yeah, the rules are very flexible.
Well, I mean, like one of the rules is that you have to have one, submit a line card with one adult coach. Well, obviously we're not doing that, right? There's a whole bunch of stuff
Yes,
we're
with
not doing.
one child coach, because they were supposed to be all done by children.
Yeah.
Or not children necessarily, but you know. Quizzers. Did you watch your daughter last night quiz at all?
Did I watch
Did you see your daughter quiz last night?
I quizzed against her.
Oh, you were on the seats. Yeah, so she on Corpus team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Did you get any questions? I didn't see you very much.
Not against them.
Yeah.
I never, when Emily's quizzing, I never bothered with that.
Really?
No, I know.
She's got your material?
Yeah, she has all the material. She's memorized all of it. And,
Oh, no.
Yeah. And,
That's like Gordon.
And she'll tell you she doesn't have a fast jump, and I'm sure she doesn't, but compared to her, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just don't even bother. I mean, I
Save your
I
energy.
jump, I do jump, but it's like, yeah, I don't know why.
She was rocking it last night. Don't you let her.
I had one good quiz where I pulled it out at the end with 2 right answers for my team, and we won by 10 points. That was fun.
Oh, that's
that
like
was
that.
fun.
That's
buzzer beaters.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, but I also had one where at the end of the quiz we needed 60 points, and I think I took the last 2 questions, and I'm too slow, so we only got 2 questions.
Oh.
You know, and
yeah.
so that wasn't so great.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Oh, what is? Yeah, I forgot I had seen you up on stage. Because I was pretty impressed with all the people.
Yeah, they're fun. It was fun too. They're silly and they're fun.
Yeah, definitely. There's this one gal that yesterday she was wearing like this weird outfit, and it honestly made me think of like a cartoon character.
Oh.
But it was just kind of funny. It was just a funny outfit.
Yeah.
But she was up on stage too, and she's a good quizzer. So.
Yeah, they're one of the 3 teams. They were the second team to qualify for the championship tonight.
Ah.
Yeah. They actually, they're
Yes.
where we looked, yeah, they're done. And the other 2 teams are in overtime, but they're in the upstairs. It takes a while to get here. They had just started that overtime. And Nova, they want to be Nova. I appreciate that there was 2 different kinds of pillows. I'm a feather pillow gal. I have a feather pillow. Yes, on the bed. That's really nice. I used the wrong one the first night, and then I discovered, oh, hey, this one's a feather pillow. I like that one.
I used to tell you. Oh,
Oh dear.
Hannah, 3, Susanna, 4, Elsa, 5.
How was your nationals different?
Mostly great.
Okay.
Yeah. How about yours?
It's not as blazingly hot in here as it was at Iowa, but it is warm.
I felt so bad for you and I was like, give this girl a fan.
So bad. But I was actually so pleased that Oren listened and fixed it.
Yeah.
That was so nice.
Yeah.
He came in because I had already appealed to the guy who had control of it, and he said, "You can't do it. The guy's off site. You can't do it." But Orland made him do it.
Yes.
All right, let's be seated. We're running behind.
Thank you.
We're supposed to start 8 minutes ago. Not your fault, but let's just move this along.
Well, we could have done
I know you did. That's like I said. It's not your fault.
Julian, you look perfect.
Same
Number
as
3
James,
is stuff
Vivian, Cash, Roman.
It's a senior year, so I'm trying not to say
Thank you.
I'm like only over your day.
Yes.
How are you? I'm doing okay. It's a pretty easy
I
job.
thought you said it's her scene. Okay, that's like, okay, I better just check.
No, sorry.
All right, thank you for being seated. Let's go ahead and get lights off and do a light check, and we'll move this along. We have 1 non-standard jumper. That is seat 2 over here. Any other non-standard? Seat 3 over here. Seat 3. My bad. He's a non-standard jumper. Any other non-standards? No. Hearing none. Get your lights out 1 and 3, and then we'll do the light check. There we go. Paranoid 1. Paranoid 1. Paranoid 1. I think it went that. Let's try that again. Paranoid. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Overflow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nova 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. All right, I'm going to read you a few questions. These are our practice jumps. I want you to feel my rhythm so that you know when I stop. All you have to do is tell me what the first word of the question is. Okay? Lights out. 1, 5. Question according to 1 Corinthians 14. You can't tell me the word if you don't get it. There you go. That's why I'm doing it, so you can get a feel for it. Question according to 1 Corinthians 9:10. What? Nova 4. Very nice. Question according to Jude 1:11. Paranoid 2.
1:11.
It was a quote. Question according to 2 Corinthians 7:8. What? Nova 3.
What?
It was why. You got very close. Question according to 1 Corinthians 11:17. Nova 2.
11:17. What?
Why? Question according to 1 Corinthians 5:2. What? Nova 1. What? Very good. All right. First person who can give me a word on their jump gets to pray. 1, 2. Question according to 1 Corinthians 4:19. If what? Nova 2. Would you please pray for us?
Yes.
Amen. So because we have fake walls and we have kind of loud back here, a couple of things. We're going to snap instead of clap and not cheer loudly. Okay, and I need you to speak up. So just situational awareness, it's loud. And I'm gonna be loud, I need you to be loud too. We cannot rule that you said something if we can't hear it at this table. All right, the other thing is, definitely we need you to jump. It needs to be perceptible that it is a upward movement. We will give a warning, maybe one or two, not to each quizzer, one or two quizzers possibly, and then I will proceed with giving an error. I have given a light error this morning, so you are warned. All right, Mary, would you please read us the names and tell us who the captains are?
Sure. For Team Paranoid, in seat 1 we have Samuel, in seat 2 James, in seat 3 Vivian, seat 4 is Cash, and 5 is Ronan, and he is the captain. In the center we have Overflow, in seat 1 is Abby, in seat 2 is Eliza, in seat 3 is Hannah, in seat 4 is Susanna, and in seat 5 we have Alessandra, who is also the captain. To my right we have Supernova, in seat 1 we have Bradley, in seat 2 we have Sophia, seat 3 is Zach, he is a thumb jumper and a captain, and in seat 4 is Caleb, in seat 5 is Sam.
Nice. All right. I am pulling up a new question set. That means any of the questions that we had in our practice stumps could come up again. And we're ready to go. Timing. Timing question according to 1 Corinthians 9:15. Nova 2, finish the question.
9:15. Of what have I not?
Different question. Question according to 1 Corinthians 15:2. What? Nova 1, finish the question.
15-2. 15-2. 15-2. What are you being said? And by what you're being said, if you will pass the word I wish you.
20 points. Question according to 2 Corinthians 4:12. What? Nova 5, finish the question.
4:12. What is at work in you life?
20 points. Question according to 1 John 2:5. What? Nova 4, finish the question.
1 John 2:5. What? 2:5. What is? What is?
The other one. Good try. Question according to 2 Sorry, Nova 4, that'll be a light error. Question according to Jude 1:14. Paranoid 2, finish the question.
Jude 1:14. Let all of you do.
Not a quote. Ooh, good try. Time out.
For Caleb, is he have 2 errors on?
Yes.
I did that wrong.
Did
he get a 20, a correct?
2 errors and a correct?
No.
2 errors, okay.
Alright, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
Sorry.
All right.
Substitution paranoid.
Yes.
I'd like to put Susan in seat 2.
Susan in 2 for Paranoid. All right. Lights out, please. There we go. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 10:4 quote. Nova 1.
10-4 quote. 10-4 quote. And all drank the same spiritual drink. They drank from the spiritual rock that followed them, the rock was Christ.
20 points. 5 and 1. 5. Time out. Here we go. Time in question according to 2 Corinthians 8:23. What? Nova 3. Finish the question. Different question. The other one. Time out.
Can I take my first head coach time out?
Yes. Nova.
Five seconds.
That's time. Coaches, come on back. Coaches, come on back.
I would also like to make a substitute for Nova. I'm going to put Zoe in the 4 for Caleb.
All right. Zoe is in 4. Yes.
Time, please.
3:45, first half.
All right. There we go. Time in question according to 1 John 4:1. Who have paranoid 4? Finish the question.
1 John 4:1. Who have gone out into the world many false prophets.
20 points. Question according to 1 John 3:7. Quote. Overflow 2. Three. Question according to 2 Corinthians 11:25 at overflow 5. Finish the question.
11:25 at where I was adrift at sea.
20 points.
Nice job.
Question according to 3 John 1:1. Who? Overflow 2. Finish the question.
Do I love in truth? The elder to the beloved guys who I know. The beloved guys.
20 points.
Nice job. Nice job.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 7:18. What? Nova 1. Finish the question.
7:18. What? You know the time was called what? Let him not seek to remove the marks of circumcision.
20 points.
Yeah.
Question according to 1 time out. That'll be a light error on paranoid 5.
Sorry, sure you
Time in question according to 2 Corinthians 9:8 in what? Nova 5. Finish. Sorry, that'll be later. Question according to 1 Corinthians 12:13 in Nova 4. Finish the question. Time out. So, I heard R, it's were. Very close. Good try.
16er.
Time in question. Time out. It'll be a light foul on paranoid 5. It was during according to. Okay.
Time out. Substitution paranoid.
Time out.
I'm going to bring James in C5.
James in a 5 for paranoid.
And your captain?
Captain will be Samuel in C1.
Thank you. Okay. Yes.
1 minute and 52 seconds, first half.
Okay. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 11:8 quote. Nova 1.
11:8 quote. 11:8. For man was not made from woman, but woman from man.
20 points.
Yeah.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 14:28. Nova 1. Finish the question.
14:28. 14:28. Let each of them keeps out in the churches.
Sorry, church.
In church.
Good try. Question according to 2 Corinthians 12:6. Why? Nova 5. Finish the question.
12:6:1. Why would I not be a fool if I would speak the truth? Though if I should wish to boast.
That's it.
Yes.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 1:22. Nova 4. Finish the question. You got it.
Yes.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 15:30. Nova 1. Finish the question.
15:34.
Time out. Sorry, 32. Okay.
Yep.
Time in question according to 1 John 5:3. What is paranoid 4? Finish the question.
1 John 5:3. What is not burdensome? His commandment?
Different question.
13er.
Question according to 2 Corinthians 5:14. Nova 3. Finish the question. has one rather than did one. Good try.
Buzz, buzz, buzz. That's halftime.
All right, let's hear what the scores are. Remember, we're snapping instead of clapping.
Okay, to my left we have Paranoid with 3 team errors, 1 quizzer answering correctly and 20 points. In the center we have Overflow with 1 team error, 2 quizzers answering correctly and 40 points. And to my right we have Supernova with 9 team errors, 3 quizzers answering correctly and 50 points.
You have 60 seconds. Mr. Sayers wants you to know he can snap as loud as you can clap.
I can clap louder.
Got the mid-morning tired's coming up.
Only one more quiz after this. Yeah, this is our 3rd quiz. There are only 4
It's a feel-good moment. So how much time do we get off between the next one?
Let's see. Yeah, 1:15. Long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a break.
You take a nap.
You go to a movie. 15 seconds.
65-year-old wants to take a nap.
Yeah.
So it was a question.
No.
5 seconds.
Wrap it up. And that's time, coaches. Come on back. Paranoid, do you have anything for us for changes?
Not at this time.
How about Overflow?
Not at this time.
And Nova? Okay, everybody's standing pat, so let's get the lights off and we'll get going. Here we go. Time in. Question according to 2 Corinthians 6:10 quote. Nova 3.
6:10. As sorrowful, yet always rejoicing, as poor, yet making many rich, as having nothing, yet possessing everything.
20 points. Question according to 1 Corinthians 4:19. What will? Nova 4. Finish the question.
Not the type of people, but their power.
That's it. Question according to 1 Corinthians 13:2. If what? Overflow 2. Finish the question.
If what am I nothing? If I have prophetic powers and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and have faith so as to remove mountains, but have not love, what am I
So I was waiting for the all modifying faith. You said and have faith, but not have all faith. Sorry about that. Good try. Tough one to get to. Time in question according to Jude 1:17. Paranoid 4. Finish the question.
1:17. Unless you remember the predictions of the Apostle.
Different question. Question according to 1 Corinthians 7:37. Nova 4. Finish the question. Time out. It's how will he do. Good try. Time in question according to 2 Corinthians 10:2 of what? Nova 3. Finish the question.
Time's up.
Time out. What did you hear here? Captains? What did you hear his question as? What was the subject of what do?
I do not know.
All right. Yeah. Thank you for your honesty. It was hard to hear. It sounded like of what do they suspect us rather than of what do some suspect us. All right, that'll be an error. Sorry about that.
Time out, Aaron.
Caleb's going into 3. Caleb Bradley, one is captain.
All right. There we go. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 6:5 to what do I? Nova 4. Finish the question. 20 points. Question according to 2 Corinthians 13:3. What do you... Nova 5. Finish the question.
What do you see proof? That Christ is speaking in me?
That's it.
Nice job.
Question. Time out. One on and off. There we go. Time in. Question according to 2 Corinthians 2:8. What do I beg? Nova 5. Finish the question.
I give you
Time out. Of isn't in the verse. It's just I beg you. Yeah, good try. Time in. Question according to 1 John 3:1. What should? Nova 3. Finish the question.
1 John 3:1. What should? What should it be called?
That's it.
Time out, substitution.
Time out.
Let's bring Ronan into seat 5 for James.
Ronan's
Move
in.
Cash to. Never mind, I'll let Cash raise that.
All right. Ronan's in 5. Overflow 1. There we go. 3. There we go. Quiet, please. Time in. Question according to 1 Corinthians 16:18. Nova 1. Finish the question.
16:18. 16:18. For the sin of person commits, so outside the body.
Time out. I think I did say 18, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah, it's 8. I'm sincerely sorry. Time back on. All right. There we go. Time in. Question according to 2 Corinthians 11:11. What? Overflow 5. Finish the question.
11:11. What garments? I do.
20 points.
Nice job.
Question according to 2 Corinthians 2:10. In what? Nova 5. Finish the question.
In what? Listen to Christ. In what is it for your sake? If I have forgiven anything, I have forgiven. If I have forgiven anything, has been for your sake in the presence of Christ. In what the presence of
It'd
Christ.
be a different question. Time out. These are really hard questions to form. Your question was, in what have I forgiven anything? The presence of Christ. The question is, in what has what I have forgiven been for your sake? So it's a different subject and verb.
Oh.
It is one of the hardest questions on this year's material to make questions on.
Hey,
Time out, error.
great job, buddy.
Yes.
Good try.
Great try.
Corey's coming in 5.
Time in. Question according to 1 Corinthians 11:19. Nova 2. Finish the question.
11:19.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, good try.
Thumbs are supernova.
Time up.
And then takes the other 2 million and 3.
Okay. Yes.
I was trying to say.
201, second half.
Time in. Question according to 2 Corinthians 1:11 by Overflow 5. Finish the question.
1:11. By what you also must help us by prayer.
20 points.
Nice job.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 8:5 as what? Nova 4. Finish the question.
So
20 points. Question according to 1 John 1:10. What do we? Paranoid 4. Finish the question.
What do we? What do we make him a liar if we say we have not sinned?
20 points. Question according to 1 Corinthians 10:25 without Overflow 3. Finish the question.
Okay. Without. Facing any question on the ground of conscience without what he whatever is sold in the meat market.
20 points.
Nice job.
Time out.
Can I have my second half coach's timeout?
Sure.
For overflow?
She was just about done.
Five seconds.
And that's time, coaches. Come on back. Yes, ma'am.
45 seconds.
45 seconds to go. It's out, please. There we go. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 15:3 quote. Paranoid 5.
15:3 quote. For I deliver to you as of first importance what I also received, that Christ died for our sins in accordance with the Scriptures.
20 points. Question according to 1 Corinthians 2:11 except Nova 1. Finish the question.
2:11 accept. Spirit. That person. Accept whom no one knows the thoughts of a person.
Comprehend.
Good try. Time out. Error out. Captain?
There we go. Time in question according to 2 Corinthians 13:4 in what? Overflow 5. Finish the question.
13:4 in what? And what was he crucified in weakness?
20 points.
Nice job.
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
There we go. Let's hear what the scores are. Remember, we're snapping instead of clapping.
Okay, in third place we have Paranoid with 50 points. In second place we have Supernova with 70 points. And in first place we have Overflow with 120 points. Coaches, please confirm your scores.
14. 14? Got it, both then. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Nice Nice quote, Ronan.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Quizmaster has this.
Oh, gotcha.
So if
Thank
we're
you.
gonna go for one thing that doesn't have a...
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Quizifying.
Quizifying.
Table.
Thanks, Hannah.
Very quizzy.
Yeah.
Hey there. You're doing double duty.
Yep. Right about,
Don't worry about Aaron. Aaron's
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Let me hit the bathroom.
Oh, we get NATO.
Overflow.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good day.
So overflow is your 13.
No, immovable is. Overflows are 4.
Boy, they did well. Wow.
When I first met her, she just said, the second time, she got 1 or 2. Second year.
Okay. Wow.
Third year, she started jumping. This year, she's going crazy.
Wow. Is she
So
senior
poised,
this
so
year?
poised. No.
Oh, good.
No, she's
All right.
15.
Mm-hmm. She's only 15, but she's got some time left to be done. Except that.
This is her second national.
Does it affect your quizzers like it does ours in Minnesota because they have the post-secondary opportunity and it's college level work? For some of them, it really impinges on their ability to do well at the quizzing. You've
I
got
don't know.
kids doing
Noah did
college
both.
level work.
Noah
And
did
so,
both.
and we have kids that do both, but there are a lot of kids that can't.
Yeah,
It really
just
suffers.
depends on their choices.
Yes.
And she, I imagine, will not have a problem.
Nice.
But highly talented musician too.
Oh, what does she play?
Oh, what doesn't she play? Really, her dad is a public school music teacher and high school band leader. Her mom plays, and then we have a program in the county that is called Fountain Arts, and they do children's choirs, orchestras, quartets. They just lots of talent. And then there's even art, painting, like that element of it, writings.
Wow.
And her whole family is involved in that, along with the Keir family, the Clancy family, the Sorter family, the Tutak family. I mean, so there's a lot of crossover.
Always,
And,
yes. Very
but,
cool.
yeah, Noah's first year in quizzing was his senior year in high school. And it was
that's
devastating to
awful.
him that we
Yeah.
found it that late.
Yeah.
But he completed 30 college credits that year, worked almost 30 hours a week, and quizzed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And then his next year, the same thing. And last year, he spent 3 months in Africa and still quizzed.
Wow.
He actually had.
Is he your oldest?
Yeah.
He's setting a pretty high bar.
He is. Has really struggled.
Yeah.
She's really struggled. My biggest goal as a mama is to try and get her to branch out, not to follow Noah, because they're really tight, and she does like everything Noah does. And I'm like,
Yes.
honey, God's called you to your own plan. You got him going after her, really devastated her. And it was very heart wrenching to watch, and yet she finally stepped out and got her own friends. And that was like,
That's good.
Yeah, it was a very hard time, but yeah. And now trying to get her to figure out her path.
You can be so thankful though that your oldest has set a good course. You know, I mean that's it. That's our oldest wonderful gal, and you know the youngers tend to follow what the older one does. Yeah.
Yeah, he calls her out when she's slacking, but she's starting to get him, and he's like, "When you're doing 18 credits and blah," and I'm like, she's doing what she's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Receive it. But he lives out, and he's like, "Yeah, you're not the boss of me anymore." And I go, "I'm always your parent, whether you live here or not."
Yes.
And she's under my roof now, so you will not give her a hard time. And he's like,
"How often do you see him?"
We try to do Sunday dinners. He's been real helpful. So, like the setup crew, that's me locally. So when I need chairs moved and stuff, I'm usually like, Noah, can you help me? We have been blessed by a church who bought a old elementary school. And we have the entire 3rd floor and part of the 2nd of classroom-sized rooms to quiz in.
Wow.
So I can leave them kind of set up until we do our tournaments. And this year we decided to try and have some fun, but it was a lot of work. But we decided to have a lot of fun, and we went to a camp that has like buildings that were big enough for us to do this.
Yeah.
So it was hauling, over 60, 70 chairs, like an hour away.
Wow.
And then
Okay.
setting them up and setting up the quiz equipment. So he's been really good about helping me, and Josh Hudson.
So you have 4 teams. How many kids did you bring? Or did you have 5 teams?
We have 6 teams.
You have 6 teams. That's
We
fantastic.
do. So each year we've been growing.
Yes.
So we started a junior quiz program too. That's been in the making maybe 3 years now. And each year we're growing. So we went from like 35 quizzers to up to 89. And our junior quiz program is at 39.
Oh, that's fantastic.
We are growing fast.
Wow.
And we've had some changes and challenges with that. Some families are like, we preferred it to stay small. And it's very nice, it's very sweet, but it's very valuable that kids in any day and age, but especially this day and age, are armed with the Word of God.
Yes.
And then teaching them to wield the sword. So it's been hard for some families. Some families have decided not to participate anymore because it's not
too big?
small. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, we're hoping they'll come back, you know. But we're very rural. We don't have large churches. We have small churches. And we're starting to get to a place where we might outgrow where we are now.
Yeah.
So, there's been suggestions, I don't know if they're going to happen, but there's been suggestions that maybe we take a look at Houghton College and use one of their classroom buildings on a Saturday.
So do you move from church to church for your
we try to
regular
stay
season
in one
quiz?
location. It's just the
But that one
tournaments
is
that we
gotcha.
and our nationals team practices we also use it as a way to kind of promote. So there's another opportunity to haul equipment, you know, because not most churches are converting to padded folding chairs. And
Yes.
you can't use those.
It's
so we have
really
to haul.
hard to get churches to keep their uncomfortable all metal folding chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. We kind of have to like put a label on it saying, don't get rid of these.
Yes. So we've had a lot of chair donations, but just trying to haul them. And I have a fairly mid-sized SUV, and I still can't haul enough chairs in it. So
That's a lot of work.
Yeah. But
so how many teams did Summit send this year?
I think 6.
Okay.
It might have been 7, but it was something like that.
It's pretty cool to see
That's
it
kind of the
growing.
normal amount.
Yes. Yeah. It's really good to see it growing. I mean, Student Connection, boy, they're ballooning. Really fun to
is
see.
that the dorms?
Yeah. Really nice to see how well they're growing.
Cool.
It'll be a while before we send more than 6. Because we can right now only afford one bus.
You can only have what?
One bus.
One bus, and that's
That was always a limiting thing for us, and then 2020? I'm not sure when it happened. Maybe it was after that.
It was the year after the bus broke down, probably.
It might have been.
At Green Lake Bible Camp, and they were all stuck there because the bus
For
didn't
hours.
work. Yes.
Yeah, that was bad.
At the camp?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, at
So
least
they
you
couldn't
had
leave.
a place,
We're at
not the
least
side
at
of the
camp.
road.
Yes.
Yes.
We were side of the road
They
this
couldn't
year.
get started.
Yeah.
Really, it's either.
Yeah.
That happened
They
to
were
us when
2
we went
hours
to
away.
Pittsburgh. We had a bus breakdown on the way to Pittsburgh years ago.
Tuesday night.
Really?
Yeah,
Not
people
fun.
have been talking about it. But, yeah, and that was a crazy year, at least for New York, because there was so much fog going down through Pennsylvania to get there.
Yeah.
That it's hair raising. Those roads in PA are steep and winding, and you know it's. So it was a little crazy, but people still talk about that. It's funny.
Well, yeah, so we stopped doing buses though.
Yeah.
And that,
But you guys are 5
it's
hours
kind of
away.
sad. Well, this one, but
We're 12.
Yeah. I get you. It's just it's a big camaraderie moment for the kids, and
so they don't get to do that.
So they don't get to do that. That's like one of the more. That's something they look forward to, or they used to.
Oh, our
My
kids,
kids are, they finished off before the. bus. Yeah, you kind of just work out family deals and carpool a little here and there.
Are there
a lot of families coming up.
Are there more families coming because
Yes,
of
there
that?
are.
Yeah, that's what
There
was
are.
Ron told. Like we used to ride with Steamroll on the bus and stuff sometimes, or we even rode with New York sometimes. But now, like we have so many families that come, and everybody wants to do their own thing. Like it's different. Like I've been involved. This is my 22nd Nationals, and like back at the beginning, like it was more like teams just came along, and now we have families. Like it's different.
And are the teens staying with their families or with their teams?
Mostly, like if we have enough room for our family to stay in the room, they're all,
They stay with their families.
Yeah. But like some of the families are so big, they need 2 rooms anyway. So then we do have a boys' room and a girls' room, and there's other quizzers in there. Like just depends.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Do you want the code?
Sure.
Where is everybody?
He is
They
a
were
boy.
just
I'm
finishing
a
room 2, which is where Sonic moved.
What I'm surprised by is nobody's here. Like,
Yeah, I
none
was
of
really
the 3
surprised.
teams.
In the hallway was quiet when I went out there.
Okay.
I mean, I even took an extra loop around just to see what was going on.
I
People were just
wonder-
starting to emerge.
I wonder if there's been kind of a laissez-faire attitude because they saw, hey, we only got 4 quizzes, we don't have to be too worried about this.
Maybe.
Not realizing there are people who need to switch hotels.
Oh, is that part of what they're going to?
4 teams from Minnesota, Wisconsin have to move during lunch to a different hotel because there aren't enough rooms here for them.
It was,
I didn't realize there was some moving. Okay.
Yeah. They stayed here for the first 2 nights and then
Yeah.
have to move for the last 2 nights.
Where are they going?
It's about half a mile away, Comfort Inn.
Okay.
Yep.
You're gonna come out. I'm not gonna
I haven't been there, just that's what it was in our info, is it was half hour.
Okay.
That they could walk there, but we have vans, one van.
They could walk
for each
from
team.
there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be cold tomorrow, so it'll probably
Yeah,
be
it
nice
will
to have
be
the
nice.
vans, yeah.
Yeah. Huh. I wouldn't mind trying to buy it. It looks like it'd be fun.
It's been glorious these last couple days.
Hmm?
It's so nice that kids could be outside.
Yeah?
Enjoying each other,
Yeah.
enjoying the weather.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we had like a summit like, activity.
So was it?
It was like a kind of a goofy scavenger hunt thing combination. Like it was kind of crafty and you had to get stuff. Anyway, but it was hard to corral everybody to go do it because it was so perfect outside. They were a lot of fun with
Where
our
are you?
kids.
Fully armed is over there.
Yeah.
It's hard though.
It's almost a
Nice to see you,
punishment.
Dee.
No, leave your friends
it
and
was
be
fun,
outside.
but it was like
Got an 80 every quiz, so I should have quizzed out all of them, but
feel the room.
Yeah.
That's the way around.
Yeah.
And we
gotta say this one. You gotta mind like a steel trap.
all of these quizzes I only have one half.
You're very kind. You saw how long it took me to come up with like what word it even is. So frustrating. All right. I think we're still waiting for Anchor.
You've only had first.
Wow, nice.
You did so good last night quizzing.
You're very kind.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun to do, but I'm 65. I am not right there with those verses. Yeah. Thank you.
How many quiz outs did you have?
I've got one quiz out. That was it.
Oh,
that
that's
was yeah, the pinnacle of my quizzing experience.
You didn't mention that you got a quiz out.
Yeah.
She said she got a few jumps.
I didn't get many jumps.
And you got a quiz out.
Yeah, I did. That's fun. And that was the one that won the quiz. But yeah, that was fun. Anyway, yeah.
You even said that. Did you get any errors?
Oh,
was it a perfect quiz?
I got no. No, I don't think it was.
That would have been like the penultimate.
Seriously, you would not have been impressed if you had watched me. I take so much longer, and then I end up in the wrong chapter. And I just my brain just locks up. But I think, hey, you know what? At 65, I think it keeps my brain working, and that's a good thing. But that's not why I do it. When I memorize, that is the thing that brings me the closest to the Lord. Really notice what it says. I'm brought to tears
And you really know
so many times. Yes. I love that. I love the discipline of memorizing every year. Yeah.
You do it every year?
Every year. I do my limit is about 450 verses, so that's what I do every year.
It's a pretty nice limit.
It is a pretty nice limit.
That's a pretty nice limit.
I did all of 2 Corinthians and quite a lot of 1st.
I didn't do anything about it.
I'm not
We just kind of maybe a mental block, but I can't keep hardly anything in my head. Like a chapter is about it seems like my limit.
Yeah.
Same for you.
Yeah.
And you don't notice it. It's like it just starts to get mixed up.
Yes. I always tell kids, you don't know what your limit is until you push up against it. You know, like I've seen kids who had every intention of memorizing all the material, and they'd get to about 500, and everything else would just turn to mush.
Yeah.
And they could keep adding more, but the stuff they had wouldn't stay.
Would fall apart.
Yeah. And I said, you don't know, so don't increase too much every year.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Maybe 100 or 200 compared to the previous year.
Yeah.
And you'll find out. You know, like
the best thing for first year quizzers is one chapter.
Yes.
Every month, you know.
Yes.
And
Exactly.
Just add a chapter.
Yes. Complete
And that way,
chapter.
and know it really well.
Yes.
And you know,
Yes.
if you have a chapter and you know it like that,
yes,
you will score more points than if you have 3 chapters and you know them like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Having what you have.
Yeah.
That's where.
Know what you have and have what you know.
Yes, and honestly, I feel like it impacts you more spiritually. It's not just about quizzing well. You really know what it says.
Yeah.
And you think about, it says this, not that. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. So. We have one girl she's new this year, she's 15, so she's, old enough to go at it. She's like, well, I want to try to memorize all of it. Do not start at chapter 1 and then do chapter 2 and chapter 3. So we have different setup. I said, one set, one sound set. Then if you have brain, you add another sound set. If you still have brain, you add another sound set.
Yeah.
So we have one for each month.
Oh, yeah.
Because we have quizzers that memorize all of the October material, and then that's it. That's all their brain can do. Well, that's not very fun for the rest of the season.
Yeah, if you, I assume you start in September, right?
We don't. We start a month later than you. Our first quiz is the first weekend of October.
Okay.
So I think you have 6 regular season quizzes? We have 5.
September, October, November, December, January.
Oh, you only
We
have
have 5.
Okay.
We have 5. But we have, like, there's the tournament, and there's the quiz offs. I mean, it's all. Do you guys do quiz offs? How do you figure out your national teams?
It's called mini camp.
Mini-
And they quiz as individuals and
Okay, okay.
Yeah, and yours is more subjective. Ours is entirely objective. Your
Oh,
position
really?
on a team is
Oh.
based on what you scored during regular season and how you scored at mini camp. Full
Okay.
stop.
Okay.
Now there are a few
Yes, there is the
instances-
smoke-filled room.
What? Yeah, I know.
We
there
have
is,
the
yes,
smoke-filled
yes.
room where
Yeah.
people go in and make the under-the-table deals.
They will. They always say they'll do this, but I don't think they've ever done it. That if like there's one team that has all one book and none of the other books,
Yeah,
they might switch. And they said that again this year. And did anybody get switched?
Nobody got switched.
No.
So it's just totally ranked.
Yes, 8 years ago. Unashamed, I think everybody had 1 Corinthians, and I don't know if anybody had all of 2 Corinthians or the Johns, so they had to
Wow.
memorize.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you choose teams?
Peter has this.
You guys like to Secret Steve and I'll say hi. This is the
So
microphone.
he keeps track of their average.
Go for it.
He keeps track of
Hello, Secret Steve.
their what they call weighted average. And the weighted average is when he keeps track of every quiz, he has certain teams that are stronger than others. And then he has teams that are maybe predominant rookies. Like the team I had would be not necessarily lower, but
Should make sure this other team is on their way.
Okay.
Not really. Keep going. I just want to make sure they're
like middle skill teams and then higher skill teams. All right, so and then he figures out how they're doing that way, and then he also figures out what they do in each of them. And if some of them go to last year in Kansas City, he'll figure out how they did there and factor it out, and then they will put together.
I'm curious.
The top two teams going on those days there's a lot more reason for that. The other ones, they also factor in friendship,
I found the usual that
Yeah.
You can change stuff in the play-by-play.
I tried. I tried, but I just feel like a bunch of stuff on people. And the play-by-play, if I try to like switch a person here, we didn't work that time.
Okay, I didn't know that either.
We were just trying that and
I found that
and it was crashing. Oh, that's weird.
They said that conversation.
You can't delete those.
I don't know if you can do it, because I literally found it yesterday. But
Yeah, it's a long process for us. We're like 4. It's a marathon. It happens right after the quiz off thing we
We
did.
tried quiz off the first time this year.
Yeah? It's a fun game. It's a fun game, yeah.
And some of the kids
It's kind of stressful though for them.
It is,
If you-
but
if you
you know
think-
what? Nationals is
but
stressful.
Nationals is
This is why I
stressful,
think
yeah.
it's worth it. Do I
Yeah.
like putting them under stress? No, but this is stress. When you get Saturday,
Yeah.
and how do you handle stress?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah.
How do you handle different kinds of quiz masters? You know, are you able to adjust?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's training for life.
Yes,
I
it
tell
is.
them they
Oh, okay. Okay, so they
people ask me about quizzing all the time. Not only are they learning
Oh, there's a proper app for it?
they have an opportunity to walk with guys individually because a lot of kids have their parents based on their you know,
Sure,
they get
sure.
an opportunity to do that.
Right.
And it's like, but it's also, I walked out of a room and somebody stopped me and I had with the word of God. They have a question. They have to do that. They're ready with the word of God.
I tried, but the problem was the person.
Fully armed, go ahead and sit down. All the teams are here
No
now.
way to add a question to that.
yeah, that would be the crash.
How's your day been, Joanne?
Good. How about yours? All right. How did that overtime go? Sorry. Well, maybe we can redeem the day here.
Okay.
All right. Everybody be seated, please. Through no fault of their own, they just arrived because they were in an overtime and they were in like site 14. So long trek to get here. But it's nice and cool in this room, so welcome. All right, everybody get your lights out and we'll do the light check. We need somebody in seat 4. It's supposed to be, oh yeah, I'll just turn it
Yeah,
off.
yeah, yeah,
I'll
we'll-
just turn it off for now if that's okay. Unless you want to put.
I'm subbing Abby in.
All right, Abby coming in for 4.
Abby's easy 4.
All right, thank you.
You wanna address that real quick?
Right. Can we just do this as
No, it's okay. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
All right, lights out. Sonic 2, fully armed 1, 2, 5. There we go. And 4 over here, 5 over here, 4, 5, 2 again. All right, here we go. Fully armed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to 4. Fully armed 4. There we go. All right. Sonic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anchored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. I'm going to read you a few questions. You'll get a feel for my rhythm. Your goal, these are practice, okay? Your goal is to tell me what the first word of the question is. Do not finish the question. All right. Question according to 2 Corinthians 13:4, anchored 5. Nope. Question according to 2 Corinthians 9:11, quote, fully armed 5. Very good. Question according to 1 Corinthians 14:4, who? Anchored 5. Very good. Question according to 1 Corinthians 7. No, we didn't get through that whole thing. All right. Next person who can give me a word will pray for the quiz. Question according to 2 Corinthians 12. Sonic 5? No, we didn't get to the word. Question according to 1 Corinthians 9:13, anchored 5. There was a quote. Question according to 1 Corinthians 15:30. No. Yes. Question according to 1 Corinthians 12:27. No. Okay. All right. Who's the tallest person in the seats? All right. Would you please pray?
Dear God, thank you for today. Thank you for smiling with us. Thank you that everyone here is safe in a safe environment. I pray that the quizzing will go well, that everyone will remember everything and not get too hard on themselves so things don't go their way. Amen.
Amen.
Can I make a brief quiz?
Yes.
I would like to put Michael into seat 4 and Savannah into seat 2 where they're supposed to be.
Michael's in 4, Savannah in 2. All right. And Mary, would you go ahead and read the names now we've got that done, and tell us who the captains are.
Okay, to my left we have fully armed with Ava in seat 1, Ella in 2, Isaiah, who is captain, in seat 3, Hannah in 4, and Karis in 5. In the center we have Sonic Boom with Ben in seat 1, Savannah in 2, Eleanor in 3, Michael in 4, and Garrett, who is captain, in seat 5. To my right we have Anchor with Rachel in 1, Kaden in 2, Taylor in 3, Abby in 4, and Simeon, who is the captain, in 5.
Excellent. All right. I'm going to be rebooting, so any of those questions that came up could come up again. Just a final reminder / warning. We do take seriously that we can see you standing in a continuous motion. If we can't tell you're doing that, you will get maybe a warning, maybe 1 or 2 quizzers. After that, I will hand out light errors, which I don't want to do. So just make it obvious you're actually rising, and then we'll all be happy. All right, we're ready to go. 6 on the clock. Timing question according to 1 John 4:20. Sonic 4. Finish the question. Sorry, that's a light error. Question according to 1 Corinthians 6:5. Fully armed 5. Finish the question.
6-5. To what I say is to your shame.
It was a quote. Question. Time up. Timing question according to 1 Corinthians 9:14. Fully armed 1. Finish the question. Good try.
Time's up.
Time out. I neglected to mention that these are fake walls, and we get noise from them, and they get noise from us. We're going to clap instead of, or snap instead of clap. I know, I can figure this out. And there's a lot of noise from there. So I speak loud. I need you to speak loud too. Yes?
Could you call us armed, please?
Armed. I can do that. I also neglected to ask if there are any non-standard jumpers. Hearing none, I'm glad I messed up on this particular one. Probably the first quiz where we haven't had non-standard jumpers. All right. Okay. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 8:8. If what? Armed 3. Finish the question.
8:8. If what? We're no worse off. If what we are no worse off if we do not eat.
The other one, sorry.
Good try.
Third team error.
Question, according to 1 Corinthians 7:29, armed 3, finish the question.
729. Was going very short at the point in time.
Different question.
Sub for
Time out.
I'm going to put Dawson in 1 and move Ava to 3. Isaiah 5. And
Okay.
Harrison 5 will be my captain. Careful, guys, words.
Time in question, according to 1 Corinthians 15:28-2, armed 3, finish the question.
28 to 2. To me, believe the kingdom, God the Father.
Different question. Question, according to 1 John 1:6, Sonic 5, finish the question.
Time's up.
Good try. Question, according to 1 Corinthians 12:28, quote, armed 4.
12:28, quote. And God is appointed in the church, first apostles, second prophets, third teachers, then miracles, gifts of healing, helping in ministry.
Then gifts of healing. Good try.
Almost.
6 team error.
Question, according to 2 Corinthians 5:11, who? Armed 2, finish the question.
5:11. We persuade others. Where is God? Whom we persuade others.
20 points. Question, according to 1 Corinthians 11:20, armed 3, finish the question.
4.
Sorry, it was 25. Come back on, please.
Time out, air out.
Take it off. Take it off. You're good.
Okay. I'm going to bring Isaiah back into seat 3.
Isaiah into 3.
And could I have my first half coach's time?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this the one she aired on? Oh, yeah, because it was
20.
24. And it was 25. It's harder when you don't say the words, and I have to think about the numbers. When you say the words, I can remember. Oh, yeah, we did that. But,
Yeah.
Have time, coaches.
All right, coaches, that is time. Come on back. Sorry. I just looked at it too. My bad. It's all good. It's all good. Okay.
Can I make a substitution?
Yes.
Sonic Will must have been with Madeline into 5.
All right.
And your
Make
captain.
Ben captain. Then we'll be
Ben. Madeline's in 5. Ben in 1 is captain.
You know what? I'll make a sub 2.
Sure.
I'm going to put Philip into seat 4 for.
Philip into 4 for anchored.
Nope.
All right. Lights out. Time in. Time out. 4. Time in. Question, according to 1 Corinthians 14:27, who? Armed 4. Finish the question.
14:27. Who? Who let there be, there be only 2 or unless 3. Who let, and you speak in a tongue.
20 points.
Nice.
Question, according to 1 Corinthians 4:6, who may be armed 5? Finish the question.
Who may be, who may be puffed up in favor, not of you, against
20 points.
Good job.
Nice.
Question, according to 1 John 3:19, Sonic 4. Finish the question.
3:19.
What condemns us? Our heart.
Different question.
13 errors.
Question according to 2 Corinthians 4:3, if what? Armed 2. Finish the question.
4:3. If what? Neither of our gospels failed, is failed to those who are perishing. If what is our gospel failed to those who are perishing?
Different question. Yes.
I believe she gave the if what our gospel failed even to those who are perishing.
I thought what is our gospel veiled was her question because they didn't hear the if. What did you hear?
She gave a clear
I think I heard the if. But
All right, 20 points.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Joanna.
Time in question according to, oh, hold on. Oh, and you all heard what it was, so we're going to move on to the next one. She's fixing it. Sorry, my bad. All right. There we go. Time in question according to Jude 1:2. May armed 1. Finish the question.
Jude 1:2. May weapon multiply, keep me mercy, peace, and let me know.
20 points.
Good job, Dawson.
Question according to 2 Corinthians 3:6. What? Armed 2. Finish the question.
What? The letter. The letter kills. The spirit gives life. What kills the letter?
The other one, sorry.
Good try.
Question according to 2 Corinthians 7:3. What did I? Armed 2. Finish the question.
7:3. What did I? Said before. What did I say before that you and our hearts stood out together and built together?
20 points. Question according to 1 John 2:7. Sonic 4. Finish the question.
2:7. Quote.
Time out. It was a split reference. 2:17.
timeout, air out.
Good try.
Take it off.
It sounds like we have a door open between us and them when they clap, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not.
Hudson into 4.
You mean
4 or 5? Okay, 4. Yes.
Time, please.
49 seconds.
Till the half. All right. Time in question according to 2 Corinthians 12:16. Armed 2. Finish the question.
You said I was crafty. What do you say I was crafty and got
20
the
points.
nice?
Question according to 2 Corinthians 11:20. Armed 1. Finish the question.
2 Corinthians 11:20. If what you bear it.
Time out. Sorry, it was 11:23. Split reference. Let me try to find that down.
Gotcha.
Okay. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 7:35. Why? Armed 3. Finish the question.
7:35. Why? Why say it's for your own benefit?
20 points.
Nice.
Bonus.
Question according to 2 John 1:10. Quote. Armed 2.
110. Whoa. Everyone?
If anyone.
Yeah.
Good try.
Good try, Alice. Good job.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 9:13. Quote. Armed 3.
9:13 quote. Do you not know that those who are employed in the temple service get their food from the temple, and those who serve at the altar share in sacrificial offerings?
20 points.
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
Alrighty. Well, let's hear what those scores are. I'm going to go next door while you guys are
Remember,
running this and make them
clapping?
stop clapping.
Oh.
To my left, we have fully armed with 10 team errors, 5 quizzers answering at 90 points. In the center, we have Sonic Boom with 4 team errors, waiting with negative 10 points. And to my right, we have Anchored with no team errors, waiting to score.
All right, coaches, you have 60 seconds.
All right, let's go.
This is about. See how it says stop? That it's actually what we're going to change. I've caught this like lots of times. Like I press stop, and it'll do that. I don't know, something about the way I do this, it catches that bug pretty often.
That's weird.
I've talked to the guy. I think Daniel wrote this.
Okay.
That it doesn't. You can't make it reproduce. You can't reproduce the ball.
Huh.
I don't know if it's just an Apple thing or what. And also, it won't vibrate on Apple.
Oh.
So you have to pay attention
Mhm.
because it doesn't.
Is that what's going on? Okay.
Yeah. So like it says it's on mute, but it really is. It won't do it.
Got it.
10 seconds. That's the end of halftime.
All right, coaches, that is time. Fully armed, do you have any changes for us?
I'll bring Charlie into C3.
Charlie into 3. And Sonic Boom, how about you?
No, not yet.
And Anchor.
And Anchor, yes, we're putting, Lydia is now in seat 4.
Lydia is in 4 for Anchored. All right, that looks good. 6 on the clock. Let's get the lights out and we'll go. That's time. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 14:4. Who? Armed 3. Finish the question.
14:4. Who? When he prophesied was at the church. Who builds up himself? The one who speaks in your tongue builds up himself?
That's the one.
Nice.
Bonus.
Good pitch.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 1:21 through Armed 3. Finish the question.
121 through. Throughout the world, not know God through wisdom.
Different question. Question according to 1 Corinthians 15:36. Unless Armed 5. Finish the question.
Unless what you sow does not come to life, unless it dies.
20 points.
Good job.
Question according to 2 Corinthians 2:15 to Armed 3. Finish the question.
2:15. To whom are we the aroma of Christ to God?
20 points.
Good job.
Question according to 2 Corinthians 8:13. Whom? Armed 2. Finish the question.
8:13. Whom? For it doesn't mean that others should be eased. Whom should be eased? Others. For it doesn't mean that others should be eased and you burdened by that. As a matter of fairness. For it doesn't mean that others should be eased. Whom I do not mean should be eased. Others.
Time out. So first question is whom should be eased? Right? First question didn't have the not. It says whom should be eased others. She ended up repeating it, but it has a different meaning than the first question is whom should be eased others. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Your question was whom should be eased. You did that twice before you added in the negative, and if you don't have the negative, it changes the meaning of the question. Sorry about that.
It's an error.
It's an error. Yeah.
Time out, error.
Good try. Good try. It's okay.
Good try. All right. We're going to move Charlie to seat 2 and bring Isaiah into 3.
Charlie's in 2, Isaiah's in 3. There we go. Time in question according to 3 John 1:13. Armed 1. Finish the question.
3 John 1:13. With why rather than write you with pen and ink.
20 points. Question according to 2 Corinthians 13:7. Though what? Armed 1. Finish the question.
13:7. Though what, that we may seem to have failed. Though what we got that you may not do wrong, not that we may appeal to him at the test, that you may do what is right.
That's it. 20 points.
Substitution.
Time out.
For Sonic Boom, I'm going to put Garrett into 5.
Garrett going into 5 for Sonic Boom. Okay. All right. Yes.
Time remaining, please.
3:59.
3:59 at the end of the quiz. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 16:11. Armed 2. Finish the question.
11. You're watching. Who are such? Some of you, but you were watching saying.
Time out. Different question, and we can put quite a bit of time back on. I thought I heard something not in the verse. I think you're in a different verse.
16. Okay, I thought you said 6:11. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. How much time left?
15 seconds. It was early on. I thought I heard watch. Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. 5. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 15:7. Armed 2. Finish the question.
To me appear to change then.
20 points.
Nice. Great job.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 10:12. Let whom? Armed 3. Finish the question.
Let whom? Let whom take heed? Anyone who thinks that he stands.
20 points.
Nice.
Question according to 2 Corinthians 10:6. Quote. Armed 1.
10:6 quote. Being ready to punish every disobedience when your obedience is complete.
20 points. Question according to 2 Corinthians 12:5. On what? Armed 1. Finish the question.
12:5. On what elbows? On behalf of this man.
20 points.
Good job. Time out, quiz out.
Woo!
Good job, Josh.
Do we have a sub? No subs.
No sub.
Moving anybody around?
Nope.
Okay. Seat empty. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 5:5. Quote. Armed 2.
1 Corinthians 5:5 quote. You are to deliver this man to Satan for the destruction of the flesh, so that his spirit may be saved in the day of the Lord.
20 points.
Good job.
Question according to 2 Corinthians 1:8. How were we? Armed 2. Finish the question.
2 Corinthians. How are we so utterly burdened beyond our strength that we despair of life itself?
20 points.
Time out, quiz out.
Substitution.
Yes.
For Sonic Boom, I'm going to put
Evelyn into seat 3 for Sonic. Oh, 2. I misheard. Thank you.
And I'd like to answer yours.
I have no
5's
sub, by the way.
captain. Yes, thank you. Yep.
May I have the time, please?
2:34.
34 to go.
Can I make your captain?
Plenty of time.
Yes, Garrett and 5 is captain. Thank you. All right, here we go. Time in question according to 2 Corinthians 5:12. What are we? Time out. Sorry, Sonic 2, your light flashed on and off. That'll be a light error. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 13:4. What is? Anchored 1. Finish the question.
34, what is? What is visioning time love?
20 points.
Nice.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 14:30. If what? Armed 3. Finish the question.
14:30. If what? If what? Let the first be silent. If a revelation is made to another sitting there.
20 points. Question according to 2 Corinthians 9:13. Whom? Armed 5. Finish the question.
9:13. Whom they will glorify God.
20 points.
Good job.
Question according to 1 Corinthians 11:26. When? Armed 5. Finish the question.
When, as often as you eat this bread and drink the cup, when you proclaim Lord's death.
20 points. Question according to 1 John 2:19. Sonic 5. Finish the question.
One of us, though.
20 points. Question according to 2 Corinthians 11:6. In what? Anchor 3. Finish the question. Time out. 20 points. Time in question according to 1 Corinthians 15:36 to Armed 5. Finish the question.
2. To what does what you sow not come unless it dies? Life.
20 points.
Time out, quiz out.
Nice job.
I need a captain.
Isaiah in seat 3 will be my captain.
Yes?
40 seconds.
40 seconds.
Second half coaches come out.
Yes.
What did you want to see, Dawson? You wanted
Time.
All right, coaches, that's time. It's all good. It's all good. All right. Okay, lights out. 4. Here we go. Time in question according to Jude 1:7 and Anchor 2. Finish the question.
In what did Soccer Columbus overseas and all the station?
That's it. 20 points. Time out.
I'm gonna move Isaiah to C2.
Isaiah's going to get some action here, maybe. Isaiah's in 2. All right. Time in question according to 2 Corinthians 6:11. What? Arm 4. Finish the question.
2 Corinthians 6:11. What? 6:11. What's like some you what were some usage?
Time out. I did hear some wrong words earlier. I would say probably 5 seconds ago. How long ago did the time run out?
About 5 seconds ago.
All right.
You won't have enough time to get another
All
question.
right. All right. That would be the quiz.
Yeah. Buzz,
All
buzz,
right.
buzz.
All right. Let's see what the scores are.
Okay, in third place we have Sonic Boom with 0 points. In second place we have Anchored with 60 points. And in first place we have Fully Armed with 330 points. Coaches, please confirm your scores.
Have a nice long lunch break.
It's lunch break.
Yes.
Nap time.
I know.
Maybe not nap time. We didn't really. It took a long time to get this quiz over.
I know, we didn't start until 11. Actually, we got it over quickly. We didn't start till 11. It was terrible. Because everybody was running behind and then they had an overtime and they had to come from Site 14. So, you know, it's what it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It's what it is. Huh.
All right. Well done.
We
Good
can-
job. Well
Thank you for
done.
your patience with me.
Oh.
Nice job, team.
We get an extra quiz this afternoon.
Oh, we do.
How about that?
Yeah. 5.
Because we are
Only
at
5.
the cutoff there. That's
Okay.
interesting.
That works.
Well, we had 5 yesterday, so
Yeah.
we're good.
Yeah, but did they have?
Yesterday we had 10 quizzes. So we only
Okay.
had 9 today.
Huh.
Yeah. It was 5 in the morning, 5 in the afternoon. Yeah.
Thank you, Miss
Here's
Julian.
why. There are 4 teams that have to move to a different hotel during lunch today.
Oh, wow.
Because they don't have enough rooms here. I'm sorry.
That makes sense. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a good quiz.